What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the PTFO podcast, episode 2. And I just want to say, before we even get into anything, thank you so much for all the support on episode 1. It was pretty amazing to see the feedback across all the platforms that we have on it. And I know you guys were excited too. I mean, we've been texting back and forth like little kids every time a new update comes up, or we know more people actually listen to the podcast and read the comments. I mean, it was really, really good stuff.
I've been refreshing the video, or I was, like every 5 minutes when we posted it.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting.
So if you look at the analytics of the video, Jimmy, you'll probably see my city on there about 1,000 times.
Minnesota's going to be the number one viewed state for our podcast.
That's how I used to get views on YouTube. I found this plugin that would refresh the page every 3 seconds, and I would open up like 40 tabs on my videos. And I was seriously like proud of a video that had 15,000 views, even though it was nothing but me with refreshes.
Isn't that technically view botting?
Probably, but this was like before I like even had like one subscriber.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Like where I thought just posting a game where I got 100 kills was fucking sweet, and I didn't even like say anything, you know.
You would just refresh it, and they would all be your views.
Yeah.
That's sad, man.
I was proud of myself.
Well, let's get through all of the official stuff really quick. So if you're new to the podcast, we have this up on hopefully all the platforms now, but the two that we focus on the most are YouTube and iTunes. So if you guys subscribe to the PTFO podcast on iTunes, you'll actually get each episode a couple hours early because it will release before it actually comes out on YouTube. But you can, of course, watch it, listen to it on any platform you want. And we're already seeing the reviews coming through, the 5-star reviews on iTunes, and we truly appreciate it. We're going to try to move up the podcast chart on iTunes. So be sure to subscribe to it so you don't miss any. We do a new show every Wednesday and every Sunday, and they should release on YouTube around 3 o'clock, and then iTunes will be a couple hours early. So, I mean, the last show was phenomenal to me. I've listened to it like 7 times, and I don't know. I can't get enough of it. So where do we go from there? How do we get this show going?
Yeah, well, how do we not make it like, you know, it's like, okay, they're back, everybody likes it, to actually, you know, people back and liking it at the same time.
Well, the best part about episode 2 is we never had an episode 2, so we can't really fuck it up.
This is uncharted territory.
Well, it could be worse. Yeah, we could fuck it up. It could be worse than episode 1.
Well, you gotta think positive, man.
How do you? No,
Holy
hold
shit,
on,
dude.
Hey, don't force your positivity on us, Colby.
Dude,
Hey.
Jimmy, pause, dude.
Hey.
We're rated.
Hey.
Go to the iTunes charts right now. We are rated.
This is an ultimate segue
Hey,
into something I want to talk about.
How about we get into the first topic of the day,
Dude.
and we'll leave your PewDiePie fantasies for later.
We are rated number 32 right now in the iTunes store. Is all I was trying to say.
No, we're not.
In comedy.
In comedy, yes, we are. I just
Seriously?
fucking. That's why I
Fuck
said
yeah.
pull out your phone.
All right, no, it's the perfect segue, Burns. I have to do it. You just forced your positivity on us, Colby, and we don't fucking like that. Neither does PewDiePie.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Well, now I do. That you just. Fuck. Okay, tell me what happened.
I have no clue what happens. So I don't follow.
He made a video about forced positivity where he basically said, I mean, honestly, he said, fuck everybody that's fake and forces this positivity, especially YouTubers that use it as their brand. And he called out like Roman Atwood and FouseyTube. And he said, I would rather somebody be honest than fake forced positivity. And I just wanted to get your thoughts on that because I'm kind of double-sided on that because in real life, if you go say something positive to somebody, it could have a positive effect on them. If you go say something negative to somebody, like you look like shit today, it's not going to have a positive effect. But then on YouTube, I agree with him because you just see it saturated across all everything. Everybody's like, smile, be happy, it's your day. And they put out all these positive quotes every day when you know half of them, they're not that way in real life. They're probably dicks in real life, to be honest. I mean, what do you think?
Probably.
Are you a dick in real life?
I mean, I'm not a dick in real life, but I can understand that some people probably are. I mean, I've heard that, you know, if you've ever watched Bill Nye, I've heard a ton of stories that he's just a huge asshole in real life.
Ooh, Ken Griffey's an asshole.
Well, it goes to Kyle what you were talking about, like street preachers, and they're like forcing a lot of that's supposedly positivity, or they're forcing their agenda on you, which is
I don't know about positive though, dude. If you've ever been on a college campus with those people, they scream at people.
Yeah,
If some girl walks by with a low cut top, she's getting the business from him.
Yeah, she's getting slut shame, dude. Slut shame for sure.
I watched the guy that went to the mall and told all the kids that Santa wasn't real.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that was ridiculous.
that was bad. We posted that. Yeah, that was like, there's a line you cross. You know, my take on the whole false positivity on YouTube. I feel like from me not being like, I mean, I don't do like a vlog type daily thing like some of those dudes, but I feel like at some day you have to wake up and be like, I don't want to fucking do this today. But then your bank account relies on it in a way, so you like have to put on that damn smile, like, oh, okay, what am I gotta go to the store today and act like I'm doing something like happy.
Like, remember Fuzi2 put out his like workout video, right? So he, I mean, lots of people like, you go on certain sites like Reddit, people will post like their before and after workout stuff. Like everybody just is like, fuck yeah, good job. Like you could be, ugly,
make those
cute,
gains.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it doesn't matter what you look like. People are proud of you because you're losing weight. But like Fuzi2, he did this huge, massive video with his weight loss thing and, everything. And then it, he's Mr. Positive and all, which I can't stand the guy, but he's Mr. Positive and everything. And then it folds into like, yeah, check this out. Like it wasn't it part of some like workout plan or workout video?
You want to sell like 27-day workout plan or bullshit thing.
Yeah, and
it's connected to a brand. That's what PewDiePie was saying.
At what point are you gonna stop like lying to yourself, man? Like how I do things is like if I do like an ad or something, like I get for my Facebook stuff or even our website stuff, people are always wanting to throw shit at us all the time, like. Like, hey, like, will you, promote this? And I'll fucking keep it real. Like some dude was trying to get me to promote this infinity box, right? So this infinity box, which is actually it's kind of cool in a way, but not like the way they were going about it. So it's just a little box and it has software on it that you can download or you can stream any movie, TV show, or anything you want for free, So like pretty fucking questionable stuff, right?
Right.
Like, and...
It's like the black box growing up.
Yeah, and it's like the dude is trying to sugarcoat it like it's just like, man, they're going to be selling this shit at Walmart, yada, yada, trying to get me to post it. And I'm like, dude, they're not selling this shit at Walmart. Like, the software on, like, it's not illegal for somebody to stream it to themselves just because they don't actually have the content, But it's fucking shady stuff, But I'm not going to go out and, promote this shady stuff onto people. They're not going to be selling it at Walmart. But it's just like everybody's always there to like be fake about their own agenda. Which I mean,
what if he approved you if you said, hey, I'll promote it for you, but what I'm going to say is this could be cool, but it's pretty fucking shady, and put it out like that.
See, that's the only way that I comprehend it in my mind is doing like okay, it could be shady and like I don't know I don't know these fucking guys. If you have faulty
you could get
equipment
arrested.
or something.
Dude, I know exactly what Kyle's talking about though. It's just nonsense sponsors. Do you remember, Jimmy, the energy gum? I can't remember what it was called.
Oh,
Gung Ho.
Dude, they were like, I tried it at one of those events. Like, this is fucking nonsense.
Oh, it tasted horrible. It
was
tasted
awful.
horrible.
Like, it'll give you an energy boost while you're playing
to turn
games.
you into this super gamer where you were just
it's
cute.
fucking bullshit, dude. I think even people like viewers that paid attention to like MLG or I think they were doing UMGs when they were promoting it, saw right through that bullshit.
I agree. Well, I forgot. I mean, I did the intro.
I refused to promote any of that garbage. I was like,
and
no.
This show is sponsored by a new energy gum. I'm kidding. I forgot to intro you guys. I did the intro. I cut it. I did it off the cuff. If you guys are new to the podcast, my name is Jimmy. This is Kyle, Colby, and Burns. And
I like
what's
spaceships.
really funny about that? I'm the only one that doesn't go by a first name on here.
I know you're Burns. You're Burns.
I wonder if Colby can guess my name.
Just guess. What? Just give us a guess.
Minnesota Burns. First name. Fuck. I'm gonna say.
Starts with a J.
I was gonna say Josh, but I'm gonna say.
I'll give you a hint. It starts with a J and there's no H.
So it's not John. Well, what if it is the trick and maybe it is John with no H?
Ooh!
There you go. You got it.
He
You
gets
got
it.
Dude, I got a friend named
call
John
you
with no
John?
H. No, I like Burns.
Fucking weird.
Burns is better, yeah.
I can't. Yeah, it makes me.
I don't
feel
even think
really
my
weird
real life friends call me John.
calling
Hey,
you
side
John.
I think it would be weird.
Side question on intros for Kyle here. Are you going by MTD Kyle, Mr. Tech? Like,
No,
what do you
I
go
hate
by
that
now?
shit.
Okay.
I like Kyle. That's the biggest flaw in the nickname of myself I ever did was what the fuck? What does that even mean? Mr.
Dude,
Technical
I'm right.
Difficult.
Chaos X Silencer. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, because that's what game was that from?
Dude, it was I combined Call of Duty with StarCraft on some games I had. And I came up with Chaos
Dude,
X
some of your old
Silencer.
intros are classic though.
Oh man, it's just rough. And I wanted to let you guys know we're doing a giveaway. It's kind of a joined giveaway, but somebody's going to win a PS4 Pro and a VR bundle, and that's powered by PTFO. So I'll put a link in the description to that. Multiple ways to enter. They're all free, and we're going to pick the winner at the end of the month. So you guys be sure to check that out. And we do pre-talks before we do these shows, kind of getting a vibe of what we're going to talk about. And all I keep hearing about is people want to talk about alien shit. Everyone wants to talk about alien shit.
Yeah,
So,
I can segue us into this where we came up with this topic.
okay, what are we talking
so
about?
in January, actually this was posted in November, but it was published in January. I have the scientific paper up. Kyle brought it up about the radio burst wave that they detected, and for some reason Kyle wants to take a huge jump to the conclusion that it's aliens, but if you read the paper, that's not even
What do you mean huge jump?
Hey,
Dude, they're not even considering that an option, like a conclusion.
I'm already getting the vibe that you're a non-believer, Burns.
No,
All right,
no,
we got,
we'll
on
go
three.
into
Remember,
this
hey,
later,
on
but-
three.
yeah, do the
Hey,
countdown.
paper.
Do the
Hold on.
countdown.
Jimmy, give us a countdown. Do you believe in aliens? On three, then we all answer.
We just say yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yes.
Fuck yes. Oh, fuck yes. Sorry.
What do you guys
Yeah,
say?
I-
I didn't hear you.
We can give our individual opinions. Are we gonna go like super sci-fi nonsense? Or are we
Yeah,
gonna
go-
keep it a
go
little bit
round
more
Here,
table.
hold on. Let me kick it off, okay? If
All right.
you
Nobody else
there are
allowed to talk
billions
except
of
Jimmy right now.
planets. There's infinite amount of planets out there, and for us to be just so stuck in ourselves and think that we're the only people out there, I think it's stupid. I think it's naive. I think it's ignorant. I don't get how anybody could think that planet Earth is the only place that has life form.
I'll expand on that. What Jimmy's saying, yeah, there's like in our galaxy alone, there's 100 billion stars, and there's 100 billion galaxies in the observable universe, all of them with hundreds of billions of stars. I think it's probably more likely that there's singular cell life, just microorganisms. Intelligent life is a little bit more difficult for me to get to because.
How can you say that?
I mean, how many extinction events are there in the universe? How frequent are there? There's been 5 in Earth's history.
Well, I understand that, but you're just talking about the multiple amount of numbers just in our galaxy.
You're a fucking alien right now saying that there's not other aliens. Like,
Well, I'm just
think
saying,
about that.
I'm sure maybe it's possible that there is, but you're jumping to the conclusion that it's 100%.
I'm not
Now-
jumping. I'm 100% convinced.
yeah, because
Well, how often
look at
do you
yourself.
think-
Look
how
at
often
yourself.
do you think, yeah, I'm looking at myself. What about me?
So, but you think that out of all those billions and billions of instances of other galaxies and stars that
planets.
Well,
and you're the only other form of intelligent life form?
well, I don't know. I mean, I think it's likely it's possible, but
I just can't wait.
I
for
wouldn't
Trump
jump to
open Area
100%.
51.
I wouldn't
No,
jump
I
to
think we need to
100%
go
though.
back to the countdown because he fucking lied. He said
No,
yes.
are you saying you believe there's like other Homo sapiens like us? Like evolution took the exact same path on other places and led to.
No, I just
Absolutely.
mean,
100
I
well,
mean,
I mean,
I
if you
think
want to
there's
go
other-
super deep, hold on. If you want to dive into this like just ass deep, then we could go into the whole. There's multiple realities of us.
I mean,
like-
I'm down for the multiverse, dude.
okay. All right.
Oh, before we get too deep, let me kind of say my standpoint. So the only excuse that I believe anybody should ever have for not believing in like alien life forms or other organisms outside of this planet is like religion, because that kind of puts everything off, and that's like a terrible excuse for no other life forms, So, so one of this is just a weird story. Some people might remember him from back in the day, but Cody, a guy who used to always do videos with me, he's like an outspoken atheist, right?
Yeah.
And he's an outspoken atheist, and I'm like, do you think like humans are special? Like, do you think because we would be special if there was a God, right? And so I'm like, do you think humans are special? Like, is there anything different from us than like other animals? He's just like, fuck yeah, man. And I'm like, what? That theory doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Does
I
that
don't
make sense
think
that you
we're
think you're
anything
special, yet there's no God? Like I just wanted to fucking crash Cody one more time.
I don't know how he gets to that conclusion if he's an outspoken atheist.
Yeah, because I mean, the way I look at it is like we are the same as we're just another animal, but we were just gifted with a more intelligent brain, But
you
like,
could say we're gifted with a more intelligent brain, but if you expand out, there's probably stuff out there in my mind that just puts us to shame when it comes to intelligence.
Yes, Jimmy, I'm with
It's
that.
possible. Do you believe in silicone-based life forms?
I don't know what
like
what
life
do you mean?
forms and
Well, that's like
titties?
another.
Wait, like-
So
hypothesis.
we're water.
Like, we're made of we're like we're carbon based.
Oh,
Well-
and like that's just another hypothesis that silicone based life forms. But if you don't know about it, we don't have to talk.
no,
about it. I don't know much about
just
it either.
it's really to me, and maybe I'm calling out half of the audience. I don't know, but it's really I just think it's naive to think.
Yeah, I would agree with you that it's naive to think with the size of space, which is pretty much incomprehensibly large.
Yes,
They're
that's
the only
yes.
ones out, but
I cover alien shit on Cuss every time I can. I mean, just over the last week, there was one that looked like a Star Trek Enterprise
devil?
ship that was spotted. There was one about an alien hand that was discovered just the other day. It was I
The
can't
devil
remember where
dude.
it was at.
but
But
now
it was,
you're gonna take it off the rails with like
no.
sci-fi stuff.
There was a something discovered down in the ocean, like the Atlantic shelf or something, and it was metallic. It was rigid. It looked like some type of ship, and it had lights on it. And they showed video of this. And when they got within 300 yards of it, the lights would go out, like the electricity would go out, and then they would go back 400 yards, and it would come back on. And I mean, there's just so much of that shit out there.
There's
I
gotta
mean,
be a
why
better
are
explanation than
why are there
aliens for that,
snipers
though.
at the Area 51 gate? That literally, that's what they get paid to do.
Because they do military stuff out there.
Hey, I got a crazy theory you guys might want to get behind here. So I mean, this might have something to do with a little bit of marijuana that was consumed by someone around me. I don't want to say I'd had any of it, but had this theory, right?
Me?
No, me. So, what if Trump's
gonna be great.
what if
Okay, keep
Trump's whole plan
Oh shit! Here we go.
was to get in office, right?
Okay.
And his whole plan was he was contracted by Russia to get an office just so he could release Area 51 info on aliens.
We'd all
Boom.
be disappointed.
No way, dude. They're here, man.
No,
They're here,
absolutely
dude.
Not. No.
Yes.
No.
We
I
would
think
all
you're-
be disappointed.
I
Area 51.
picture-
Taking
You
it
guys
off the
remember-
rails and going to Crazy Town.
You guys remember Independence Day, right? Where all of the believers are up on the top of that building right before it blows them up.
Yeah.
I just picture Colby up there with the sign. We believe.
Dude, I'm leading the freaking charge, dude. I'm the guy. I'm not the crazy dude who's like staying up too late and saying I got abducted or anything.
That was a strung out theory, dude.
dude.
His main purpose is just to figure out Area 51.
Well, and other secrets. I don't want to get too political here, but I mean, there's a shady underlining reason he's going to release some, like that TMZ type drama shit. He's going to start releasing secrets that no one's supposed to know.
that's
So
one
what
of
do you
the-
think is
The
what do you
CIA
think is
will
in,
kill him
inside
immediately.
assassination
what do you think is in
happens.
Area 51, Colby?
Some sort of freaking alien. You ever played that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater when he goes on Area 51? I think that alien is there, dude.
No, dude. Have you ever heard?
No.
The CIA would kill him immediately. Have you ever heard Bill Hicks, the comedian Bill Hicks's comedy bit about the presidency?
No.
No.
He's like everyone that runs for president or ever has their whole agenda, and then when you get elected to office, they take you into this room, and a big TV screen comes down, and they show you the JFK assassination from an angle you haven't seen before.
And you're in jail away.
And then there's any questions.
Yeah. I can see that
that's
actually being a thing.
That's actually really funny.
I'll always say that I just think it's dumb to think that we're the only ones out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've already told Rachel this, that hey, if there's ever a space program where they just, I mean, life is insignificant, but if there's ever a space program that just wants to launch a motherfucker, just forever.
That's SpaceX. What are you talking about?
No, just to launch, like, see ya, like, just keep going.
See what happens.
Like,
Yeah.
that's
Would you,
me. I'm
would you
raising
go on a
my
spaceship
hand.
that's
I'm
traveling
out.
Would you go on a spaceship that's traveling 99% the speed of light? It's basically time travel.
Yeah, I would.
Have you
I would
guys
just
seen? Have you
fucking
guys seen the
send
movie
me. I don't got to
Passengers?
return. I'm gone.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new movie with Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt, where that's exactly what they do? They get frozen and they go travel like 120 years.
Wait, don't spoil it.
Yeah, don't spoil it, dude.
I wanna see
Yeah, I
it.
haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I just know
I wanna
that.
see that.
What is the math on it? If you travel in a spaceship at 99.9% the speed of light for 7 years, 500 years will pass on Earth.
Well, it's
What
that
the-
whole theory of relativity. What was
Yeah,
that movie
Jennifer-
with Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah, special relativity. It's
Interstellar.
Interstellar,
And
yeah.
they come to this planet, and I don't know what it has to. It has something to do with gravity and theory of relativity. The point is, when they went down to the planet, spoiler alert, it's like 2 years old. Fuck off if you haven't
Yeah.
watched it.
Yeah.
Okay, so they go down to the planet and they leave the one guy up in the ship, and they're like, "Hey, you have to hurry because 2 minutes down on that planet equals 10 years for the dude up in the ship." So they go down and dick off for like 10 minutes, and they come
Yeah.
back up, and this fucker's like 60.
I don't know how it works with gravity. I just know that I know how it works with when you're traveling at a certain speed.
But it's actually like a real thing because you can actually, if you fly enough and you take your watch on your flight, your watch
it'll
will
be
actually
slower.
slow down.
Yeah, it'll be slower than.
That would be cool.
One of
So let's say SpaceX gets to the point where, in our lifetime, they actually colonize Mars. Okay, let's say Mars gets colonized in the next 20 years, and you can go and
Yes.
actually live on Mars.
Nah.
Can I visit? Do I have to live? Can
well,
I
no,
visit?
I mean-
This isn't a go back and forth. If you're taking a spot, you're going there to help to make or to grow the colony.
Oh fuck! I'm
Why
not
don't
down.
you just go
I
live
would
in
be.
fucking
I would be in
Nevada?
my 50s, so I'm kind of closing in on the end. I'd be down.
What do you mean closing in on the end?
Kyle's gone by 10 at that point, dude.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
Kyle's
50.
already gone.
That's more than halfway done.
That's
I'm
not
down.
closing in on the end. If you're looking at it like that, holy shit, dude, your life's
Don't-
almost over already.
Don't get Kyle started, Jimmy. He's
Yeah.
he's itching right now at the age.
What?
I'm offing myself by
Oh,
65.
damn it. Here we go.
If I need,
I said that at 30. I was. Just
Oh,
gonna
you
lock
don't
myself
want to
in a
go.
room.
You don't want to get old. You don't want to go through all that
No, I'm cool with getting old, but once I need like assistance to get places and
And have
people
to wear
that
a
are
diaper.
Yeah, I agree.
wiping
I
my
agree
own
with Kyle
ass
on that. If I'm like in pain or I can't take care of myself, you go ahead and put me down.
People take life way too serious, man. They're like some people that are, this is gonna sound fucked up, but like some people that are like holding on to their last thread and stuff, and like people are like put them on the machine and keep them going, and they're like that person's not even like mentally
You know-
capable of.
You know what's
like,
funny about that though is that people that believe there's an afterlife, like, don't you just want to get out of here if that's what you believe? What are you holding on for?
Well, I mean, if we're going deep shit, you guys are talking aliens, we're talking multiverse. I mean, let's just make the whole fucking episode about it. Do you believe in reincarnation?
No.
Colby?
I don't
No.
believe in any of that religious stuff.
Okay, so when
There's
you
no
have
reset
deja vu,
button.
when you have deja vu and you have this like super experience of you've seen this before, but you can't place it in this, what do you think that is?
Well, you've probably
Just your
experienced that situation before, or something along those lines, where it's.
I
Just
mean,
kinda-
the mind is a crazy thing. Have you ever heard of the drug DMT?
No.
Have you
You
ever
haven't
seen
heard of that?
Ever
You
seen the
haven't-
movie Limitless, Jimmy? Come on, man. Limitless.
I know Leafy just made a video that he did LSD on New Year's Eve, but I don't know what DMT
All right, I'm
is.
gonna try to blow Jimmy's mind here. You need to read up on DMT. I'm not gonna try to say the whole word out loud because it's extremely hard.
Little-
to
let's
pronounce.
little
close,
does he
let's
know,
close
Kyle,
this
that-
let's close
Kyle.
this topic with Burns. Yeah,
Little does
Yeah,
he know,
well,
I'm
DMT
cooking that
is a
I'm cooking that shit in the bathroom.
Yeah. Walter
You guys
White,
are talking
Jimmy.
about- You guys are talking about meth.
No, we're talking
Alright.
about DMT. Run,
Oh, yeah, DMT.
It's Run DMT, right?
Are you just making fun of me, or do you want me to go over this?
Tell me what it is, Burns.
All right, well, it's a natural occurring chemical in your brain that releases under extreme stress. So if
Okay.
you have like a near-death experience or whatever, and it induces hallucinations, like it feels like a real experience, like an out-of-body experience. And so people that have had like near-death experience and saying they saw the other side or whatever, they just imagined it.
yeah,
Really?
that's kind of what they were.
You can actually
mentally
extract it
hoping
from
would
plant.
happen.
You can extract this drug from plants and smoke it.
Oh, dude, let's do it. No, drugs are bad, kids. Drugs are bad.
I have never.
You know how to
ever-
extract that shit?
You can go.
I've never heard
I don't know how to do it.
But I mean, that's like the whole endorphins, right? People
Yeah.
say that cell phones are a drug because you look at your text messages and all you're doing is waiting for closure on when somebody's going to text you back, or you're on your social media and
Yeah,
you want
you
100
get
likes
addicted.
on a post, and when you
yeah,
get it,
there was
it
a
releases
video
endorphins.
about that, wasn't there? Some guy just did a video about that.
Yeah. Dopamine. It's dopamine. It releases dopamine.
Yeah.
It makes you happy. And
Yeah, it's a drug.
his
You get
his
addicted to
case on it was that social media and cell phones are addictive. They're drugs. Like it's the dopamine rush you get
Yeah.
whenever you hit
Don't
on
tell me
Everything
you.
is, man.
Yeah, you probably get that rush too, Jimmy, when you upload a video. I mean,
I
how many
do.
times
I do.
have you-
Yeah, absolutely. I
you
put
look at
up
the
a
likes?
Truth About Nuketown video about 3 weeks ago, and it just fucking took off. I mean, it went viral. It had like
Yeah,
a
you're
million
reading all the
views.
comments. You're
Hell
counting
yeah,
up the likes.
yeah. It makes
But
you
you can
happy.
say that about anything in life, man. Like I like climbing fucking trees, so I'm gonna go climb that tree because it makes me happy. You know,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
you guys.
fuck
yep.
you. That's a drug, man. You climbing those trees?
No. But that's on a bigger scale. What he's saying, it's minimalized. Like you don't even think about it because you get you send a text, right? And you send a text wanting a response. So when
Send
you get that
nudes.
response, you get this little bit of dopamine rush, and then you go back and forth. Or you go on a post and you post something on your Facebook, Kyle, and it goes
Yeah.
off. You get this dopamine rush, and then you go back and you do it more, and you're all about it. You're like it almost enthralls you to a degree.
Like
which
it takes
is-
me out of my suicidal thoughts.
Thank you. It's like you hit send nudes, send nudes. You hit the 3 buttons, start typing, and all of a sudden, next thing you get is a nude. You're like, oh, I fucking did it.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
You just put everything down and walk away.
You know
once
what?
you hit it.
What you guys call dopamine, I just call dope. You know, simple as that.
Okay. All right. I think we've gone deep enough.
Bring us back, Jimmy. What are we
Okay.
going to now? Back
We
page.
went off. We went
Here-
off the rails a
oh,
little
back
bit.
page.
Okay,
I
got
I've
it.
got something that's pretty fucked up, and
Oh.
it's on the YouTube side. So it actually each of you has been in this position. I'm in this position, but I don't rent. I own my home. But a YouTuber today tweeted out, Kostef, a good friend of mine, they just moved him and Team Caliber. They moved the TK house to Atlanta, and they got a new house. And they're in this house, and apparently the homeowners association came to their house today and told them that they cannot run a business out of it, and that they are not allowed to post YouTube videos. They have to leave. Like they're gonna kick them out of the house because they
What?
post
Oh.
YouTube videos.
I actually have that in my lease. We were not allowed to run a business, but I don't think YouTube is really counted in that. I think what they're talking about is like if you're selling stuff out of your garage.
Or if
He
you
said
just,
I don't know,
apparently
like-
YouTube from your home, you can't YouTube from your home in Cobb County, Georgia, because it counts as being a business, and they're trying to kick them out. And they have
Is
they know
that
his
in their
vlog channel.
lease or is that in their like mortgage?
I don't know.
well, I wonder if it's more like, do they
that's
have a
nice.
bunch of people coming in and out?
I don't. He said he thinks that one of the girlfriends that parked by the neighbors pissed him off or something, and they called the
Yeah.
homeowners association. My question is are they able to enforce stuff? Are they like police where they could say
The
if we
homeowners
go on your
association? Yeah, there's
vlogging
rules,
channel
man.
and you post
Yeah,
a
there's
video
rules.
tomorrow?
You can
Yeah.
start catching fine. I would get fines for like parking trailers and stuff in front of my other house because you're not allowed to do that. But so what it sounds like is like they were annoyed at people too many cars and stuff, so they just figured out what they
Yeah.
were doing, and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, they're running a business. You can't do that out of this
We used
house.
to get worried that Kyle's old place because Aaron and I would both park and his driveway wasn't big enough, so we would park on the street and we're like, dude, at some point someone's gonna complain about this. Like,
Yeah.
we're just
But
they're
they
getting
can't do that
drunk.
if you own your home, can they?
I mean like
yeah, the HOA, like right now I own my home, but there's still HOA rules. It's just an agreement for the neighborhood, you know. Mainly like HOA rules, like I mean, so for like the business side of things, like if I just had fucking if I had a construction business and parked everything out in front of my house, you know, that's more what the rule's in for. But sounds like, and so it sounds like those people were just more annoyed. But
Yeah,
so
they're
like
being dicks.
for this neighborhood, I can't park like my like I have property and stuff, but you can't like if you have like a motor home or something, you can't park it just in front of your house forever. You have to park it so you can't see it from the road. Like
Wow.
like there's a lot of
yeah, well my HOA I got in trouble because my grass I had like a dead spot.
yeah.
And I owned my house and I had a dead spot and I'm like, the people who owned the house before me didn't take care of anything. Like, give me some time. I can't just freaking sprout grass out my ass.
What are they
And
gonna do? Fine you? Like
They did. Well,
They
yeah. Yeah, they warned. This is completely different from the business, but I said the same thing. I'm like, I told Kyle, I'm like, dude, I've never like, should I fight this? He's like, no, just nut up and pay it, like, just
Wow.
get it fixed. Because there's
Pay
just
a
like
ticket
there's,
because your grass was dead.
yeah, there's just no point in
HOAs can just push you around.
Yeah, and I think that's if they're annoyed, it's, I mean, think about it. It's old people who have probably lived there for a long time. And if they're annoyed at something, they're going to find the littlest thing that they can. And you're running a business out of there, they might think that can get them out. So why not push the button on it?
Yeah, a lot of it's just like when you move into a neighborhood, like you don't want your neighborhood looking trashy. So like the HOA, because you pay fees every month. Like I think we pay like $1,100 a year. So those fees like cover, like we got security, we got landscaping like for the neighborhood, like all the little like flower beds and stuff like that.
Right.
It covers that. But I mean, I've been in HOA homes and non-HOA, but there's a purpose to it. Like, so my neighbor across the street, they can't fucking run a junkyard, like
I got you. Yeah.
just because it violates the HOA. But then you get the people, like, it sounds like they just annoyed somebody with their parking stuff, which if it's a gaming house with a ton of people, like, I mean, and it's say it's like a smaller, like cookie cutter type neighborhood, like I can see people getting
I could see my
annoyed.
neighbors getting pissed
Like
at
you
that.
have 6
for
or
sure.
7 cars pulled up there every day. Like,
Right.
I mean, that's, and
Sounds
not
like
just
he's going to take him to court or something. I don't know.
He'll lose.
He'll
Yeah.
lose. Yeah, that's the thing.
it's
That's
part of the rules that he probably didn't sign them, but the owner of the house signed them,
That's
which
crazy.
it's their responsibility. So
yeah, and then it's gonna end up on the owner of the house, and he's gonna take he can probably
Yeah.
boot the tenants at any time. Like
Wow.
30-day notice. 30-day notice. I'm assuming like you're out.
Well,
That's what I would think.
Something that has absolutely nothing to do with HOA. Back in the day, we used to call hookers. And we used to use, I didn't use a site. This was Kyle. He was the guy that always found the hookers. And he used a site called Backpage. And apparently Backpage has some shit going down. And it kind of connects to our lineage of PTFO.
They're gone.
They're
I
gone.
got the thing right here, Jimmy. It says Backpage.com, one of the world's largest classified ad websites and frequent target in the battle against sex trafficking, has shut down just those sections, and they're doing it. But like, what's weird is so the U.S. Senate wanted them to shut it down because they wanted to delete the prostitution and all that stuff, and like the minors. But what Backpage did, which I didn't realize at first, is they did it themselves. And they shut it down. They started the hashtag like free Backpage, and they censored it themselves in order to like stop the court case. So that's just nuts.
well,
Like,
Is
it's
that
the
where
way
we got all of our hookers?
Yeah, so how I first used to do it is they used to be like Craigslist. That's how Craigslist actually started, was for prostitutes. And then it moved into more like, meet somebody that has something you want, go purchase it, But that's how Craigslist started.
Get
But
stabbed to
Craigslist,
death? Yeah.
yeah, Craigslist took it off a long time ago, which I'm sure they got some heat.
Meet
and so they
somebody,
ended up
buy a
taking
used
it
microwave,
lost.
get stabbed to death. Sorry.
So then we moved. So then, which Backpage is pretty much Craigslist. So that's where I started getting all the numbers from. But I always wondered, like, how the fuck is this legal? Like, it's just like a meat market for prostitutes, and like how could the person that runs the site be like, like, this is fucked up? Like, no, like it's almost like, so okay, you're gonna allow prostitution, which they don't call it. I mean, they're called escorts, but they
Escorts.
call it like, hey, pay me with 300 roses, like
Donations.
yeah, they use wording like you don't really pay for the sex, you pay for their time, so but I mean it's fucking prostitution is what it boils down to.
And it was everywhere. I mean, it wasn't. Where isn't Vegas is legalized prostitution?
In like Reno, like outside the city.
Yeah,
limits,
but everywhere else, I mean, so it was employing hookers across the country.
Yeah, exactly.
and what also it was where people like, I think Jared, the Subway dude, that's where he tried to meet the younger age kids. So that's what like the hookers
That's what
is
they're
one
mad
part.
about.
Yeah, the hookers
what-
is one side, but then like the sex trafficking is the other side, and that's like
Yep. That's why they got shut down. Is that they have like.
How do you
sex
own
trafficking
that
claims.
site though, and just
That's-
how do you not just sit in a little box and wait and worry that you're going to get arrested? I mean, I
I
just
think
don't.
he did.
Oh,
I think
Well,
he did get arrested.
No, well they don't
He
have
had
it,
he had to testify in front of Congress, I think, didn't he?
Something like that.
but it's almost kind of like, I mean, it's kind of like an iffy area because okay, you own the site, but he's not the one that populates it with hookers. It's the people.
That's like 4chan and Reddit. Like the guy who owns 4chan and Reddit, if someone goes on, like, for example, on 4chan, this was about 7-8 months ago, that's that shooter. the shooter posted on 4chan that he was going to go do a mass shooting. He said all the details and stuff, and like people were on there like kind of egging him on, just like what 4chan people do. And like 4chan, the guy who owns that site, is he responsible because he let a mass shooter on his site talk about it? Like, I don't see.
Well,
there's like,
no, you can't control that.
In essence, yeah, because it's his platform, and he could filter and monitor what goes up if he chose to, right?
Not when there's tens of millions of people that use that site daily.
That's because he allows that, though. I mean, wouldn't they come back on him and say you need to have a filtering process in there? I mean, YouTube has an age restriction process. Facebook, I think, has something. I don't know.
But how do you filter that out? You know,
That's up to him to fucking figure out. I mean,
it sounds a lot easier than it truly is. I mean, anything on the internet. Like I can go to Walmart's comment section right now and go leave child porn. You know how long it's going to take for somebody to actually find that. I mean, it's in which more people probably use this guy's site than they do the Walmart site. It's just like, and actually, actually look at it this way. So, do you expect me? I have 5.5 million followers on Facebook, thousands of comments on each post. Like, do you think I can control, if somebody was like, I'm going to go shoot up the school, like it's impossible. You got so many people coming in every day commenting. I do delete some people's stuff when I see it, but it's just. Would
you also agree though that with anything, when shit happens, it's being thrown on somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to be the
but
scapegoat.
You should be thrown at the person that's doing it,
Right.
I mean.
That's not always the case though.
But the Backpage thing is a little they had a section that said escorts. They had a section that said male for female. So that wasn't put in by, the prostitutes on the site. That was put in by whoever runs the site. Meaning.
So on the spot, have either of you or any of you three ever in your life, when you weren't married, didn't have girlfriends, have you ever called an escort? Have you ever dealt with it? I'm not talking about a prank. I'm talking about an official. You said, you know what? I want a little bit of me time with Dolores, and called somebody.
Dolores.
Dolores sounds like a 40-year-old smoke, dude.
Am I getting together with my grandma or what?
Hey, Burns. At some point, Doris was a nice little babe. Maybe she still is. Doris had to grow up sometime.
So have any of you ever?
No, I haven't.
We had. That's how it started. We got one, not for me, but for a buddy. But I
remember that story. And he couldn't get it up.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Stop. Back up. I don't know the story. I don't really have to know the story once she's there. But tell me the process of how you actually got the hooker, and then when the hooker showed up to the door.
Okay. I have one too after Kyle.
So we just, same concept. We went on the Backpage, went to the escort section. We were at a party. Everybody's kind of drunk. Lots of people left. So it's just a couple of us dudes that played baseball together. And we're like, hey, would anybody fuck a hooker if we got one? Just say it was a joke. But then there's this Lucas guy. He's like, yep, me. We're like, and I think he might have been a virgin. I'm not sure. But he's like, fuck yeah, I'll do it. And we're like, what? And so it was $150. There's three of us. We went in $50 each. And so we call her. And we see her on the site, and we're like, damn, she's fucking good looking. I mean, she was kind of like a mix, like half, like a little bit black in her, and we're like, she's good looking, man. And obviously it's kind of like a Facebook profile picture. The profile picture is going to be all good looking, but, we were kind of like, she's going to show up and be nasty. So
what was her name on there?
Doris, probably. No, I don't know. I don't remember what her name was. It was too long ago. But
we'll just go with Doris.
Yeah.
What was the turnaround time? How quick did she get there?
I think it was only 20 minutes, and we decided hey, this is kind of fucked up if we give her our address. So we decided a place to meet to pick her up actually, and this is kind of the fucked up part. We met in an elementary school parking lot.
Hold on. Who came up with that? Which one of you bright minds was the one?
What's wrong with
probably the guy who's about to lose his virginity to a hooker. That guy probably got.
What's wrong with the Target parking lot?
So they're the only local place. It was almost kind of like a neighborhood-ish area with the elementary school, kind of closer to the main road. I mean, it was after hours. It was 1 a.m. So
yeah,
it was fucked up. But So we meet her there, and first thing we notice is like, what the fuck? Like, this does not look anything like her. And she was like, she looked like she had just done meth and fucking bags under her eyes, like super, like she looked kind of like, you know, white girlish in the pictures, but she had like 5-inch long fingernails on each finger. You know, we're just
Did
like,
you guys ask for a discount, like because she wasn't as promised?
No, because it was kind of funny because it wasn't for us; it was for the other guy. So it made the story kind of funny. She also brought a friend, and so we were in the front seat. So I'm like, fuck this! I'm getting in the back. Like I ain't getting I'm not gonna let somebody slit my throat when we're driving back to their house.
Smart,
because they hopped in with us. So I sat in the back with the golf club, and they were pretty. I mean, her friend was a lot nicer than the black girl. But so we get back to the house and like they were on something like the her friend was kind of short. She kept like sticking her tongue out and wiggling it to people. Like it was fucking just like, it was just weird. Like it was super uncomfortable. And yeah.
That's it?
Well, we ended up putting 2 couches together, and her friend passed out in one of their bedrooms. It was like, she was, like I said, she was on something. And
did he lose his virginity?
No, that's kind of the funny part is, well, she wanted to start off with a blowjob, but she had to put a condom on first. And so he's like, what the fuck? Like, I can't get a boner with a condom on, you know? Like, so he was kind of upset about that. And then we're kind of like listening. We're listening from the door, which is one of their rooms, because they were in the living room. And we kind of hear this like slapping noise, and we're like, holy shit, what's going on? And we just hear the black girl go like, I know you want this black pussy. So we're just like, what? So we start just rolling on the ground laughing, you know, like close the door. And like 2 seconds later, he knocks on the door and he's like, she left. We're like, what? We're like, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean she left? We just paid $150. And he's like, I couldn't get a boner, so she left. And we're like, what? Like, what the fuck is going on? And she just ended up.
You guys paid her up front?
Hadn't even paid her yet. She snatched the money off the table and they left and they walked back to their car.
Dude, this is eerie similar to both of my hooker stories. Yeah, this is crazy.
I mean, I would think they would be a little more respectful than that. But
oh yeah, of course.
Dude, no, there must be a hooker code.
Guys, there's a code of ethics when it comes to hookers. You didn't know
that? This is weird because
they take an oath.
Fucking, that's really, because Kyle's never told me that story, and that's almost exactly how mine ended. That is fucking weird. They must have like Well, I was the same boat as you. Long story short, I was kind of like the same situation, and we arranged everything. And I actually had a good night at the casino.
Birds, you notice both of them had a friend that wanted the hooker? Okay, go ahead.
He'll vouch for this because he had to pay me back, the dumbass. So long story short is, like, so he's hanging out with her. In Vegas, they actually like come out with you, and like she's drinking with us, whatever, and she's like a 9 out of 10, like pretty hot. I think I've told you the story, and all of a sudden we can't find my friend anywhere, and it's me, 2 of my buddies, and we have a suite at Vidar where like maybe he went to bed. So she's still following us because no one's paid her yet, but even though she's like drank with us all night and everything. So we go up there and we can't find him anywhere, and we're like, well, this is weird. And like, I'm married. My other friend was just awkward, and he's like locked himself in the room because he didn't want to even talk to her because he was like in a new relationship. And she's just like sitting there smoking weed in our like hotel room. We're like, this probably isn't allowed. And she's like, so who's gonna pay me? And we cannot find my buddy. And then it was $750, and no one even had sex with her.
What?
And I had just hit quads playing Ultimate Hold'em, so I had like $1,400 in my pocket, and I'm like, damn it, I'm the one that's gonna have to pay this. So as I'm going through it, and I give her the money, and she's like, what about the tip? I'm like, what about the tip? You didn't do any, like, no, you didn't have sex with anybody here. Like,
didn't even get the tip of a dick. How are you going to get a tip for money?
Yeah, and so she did the same thing where she's like, tried to reach for the money real quick, and I'm like, oh, no, you're good. And then right as she leaves, she's like maybe a minute later, my buddy walks in, he goes, hey, the hooker's still here? I'm ready to fuck. I'm like, bro, you better run down to the lobby because she just left with my buddy.
That's just a messed up situation, because if you try to argue, like, but what she didn't do versus the cost, and that's usually, wouldn't that be where the pimp comes in and just shoots every one of you?
So you are 100% right. She grabbed her phone the second I started being like, whoa, $750, you guys agreed for $500. She's like, that was to come out. Then I hung out with you guys. Like, that took time away from other people. And I was like, no, I'll give you 500. And that's when she pulled her phone out, and I was like, fuck, I'm not trying to die tonight. Like, she knows where our room is. She knows I have $1,500 on me. Like, I'm not trying to die in the middle of Vadara, Vegas. So, yeah, long story short, my buddy chased her down in his boxers to the lobby, and she wouldn't come back upstairs. I'm like, at least get my money back? He's like, no, I'll pay you back when I get home.
There's no way you're getting the money back from a hooker.
Sounds like a pretty poor choice was
They're
made
gonna
that
refund.
evening.
Wow.
Oh, there was a lot of poor choices there, and I shouldn't. That was just funny though, because she did the same thing. She took the money, and was just like, didn't have sex with anybody, and still got paid.
They're just they're terrible people, man.
Long story short, I'm glad that site is shut down.
Yeah, fuck Backpage.
Okay, so we're gonna play a game. What do you think the most popular trending video is right now on YouTube? Just each of you take a guess.
Some advertisement.
Okay, so you think like a movie trailer or something?
I was gonna say like a Jimmy Fallon clip.
Okay, all right.
Maybe Jimmy Fallon's opening from the Golden Globes the other night. That's my guess.
Okay, good guess, Kyle.
Probably none of those.
You're absolutely right. One of the most popular videos right now, and this is where we're at with YouTube, guys, is a YouTuber that starts at 1 for 23 hours.
Oh, we saw that.
yeah, I
we
saw
saw that.
He counts from 1 to 100,000.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking
Why?
crazy.
For 24 hours, Burns. It takes him
24
24
Yeah,
hours.
but why would you do this?
Well, it paid off.
Why
for
would
him,
you
though.
make any video? Why would you make anything to put up on YouTube? I mean, obviously he deemed it entertaining, and
Apparently, a lot of people thought it was entertaining.
Dude, he could probably. I wonder how many ads he put in there though. Because this is a 24-hour long video.
24-hour long video. It's got 4 million views right now.
Oh, God, yeah, that's
and it's
worth
not
it.
even on the trending page.
That's worth it.
Hey, Jimmy,
I thought you
I'll
said
give
it
you.
was.
Jimmy, I'll give you $1,000.
No, it's not on the trending page. It's trending. I mean, it's literally one of the fastest growing videos, but it's not on the trending page. And there's videos on the trending page with 50,000 views.
Jimmy, I'll give you $1,000
Okay.
if you do a react video and you react to you watching the guy count the whole 24 hours, and you have to
Dude,
react to
You
the
have
whole.
to do that.
You
have to.
make it 7,500, and I'll do it.
Oh man, I'll give you.
You just turned down $1,000 for 1 day's worth of work.
To sit here and watch this dude count to 100,000?
Yes.
You have to film over your shoulder.
What the fuck am I going to do for 24 hours?
Watch a guy count to. Oh my gosh, dang it! I
Did
wonder
he
if I
do
can
it without sleep? Like, because I noticed there are. I mean, we skipped through it and stuff, but did he do it without sleeping?
I don't know. There was cuts in it, like he said his buddy came in or something like that. But I mean, he got to the end. You could tell he was brain dead. He was counting wrong. It's supposed to be 999,000. He's like 99,990. He's just.
Yeah, we tried. It was just so long. We tried to skip to the very end, but you just like barely had to like a little area to click to skip to it.
Yeah. I did the same thing. But
I wonder if anybody watched the entire video.
I did. Jimmy,
Surely
no.
not.
no, there's
Jimmy's gonna have to be the one.
Jimmy,
I'll
do it,
I'll-
dude.
Hey, 7,500 cash. I mean, you paid a hooker 750. You can pay me
Dude,
7,500.
$1,000.
I'll react to it.
in one day.
Why'd
is
you
more than some
react to
people
it
make.
for $1,000?
Jimmy, put it on your Twitter that if someone does it, I'll pay him $1,000.
Live stream it.
They have to live stream it. No, don't really do it because you.
No, you're
going
gonna lose your $1,000 because I
Yeah.
promise you, plenty of people will go do it.
Yeah,
There's-
eight people do it. Have to pay all 8 of them. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean it would. But so my question to you guys is: do you think it's bullshit? Do you think it's creative? What are your thoughts on it? Do you
can't be
care?
bullshit.
The people decide. People that are watching decide what's entertaining.
Yeah, but if you have the people that are judging him and saying that's not fucking content, that's not creative,
they watched it though, did they not?
they probably clicked on it.
I think the people that judge people on their content are the worst type of people because they're either one jealous or two not creative enough to come up with something to get trending. That's my opinion on it. Like,
So
Yeah, I
you
would agree
consider
with
him
that.
creative for making a video?
I
Nobody
wouldn't
else
say
has
it's,
done it?
I would say it's creative. It's an idea.
yeah, I mean, it's like, it's something like if you watch Shark Tank. This is
Love Shark Tank, dude.
So you got like sometimes you'll see something you're like that is the dumbest idea. Like how do you think of it? And then it's like I'm in. You're like wait what the fuck? And you're like why didn't I think of that? Like this guy. Yeah. Again, creative can be taken in different ways. Like you can say
It's not
is
really
that
creative.
artistic?
It's
Is it
more like a challenge.
yeah? Is it artistic quote unquote? Probably not. But is YouTube technically like a site for artistic shit nowadays? No. He found an option and did something I've never seen.
It's more like
creativity
like,
is kind
hey,
of
I
a
ate
subjective
10
term, anyways.
I ate 10 fucking wild hot habaneros, you know? Like, it's more like a challenge type video, you know? Like,
That's a good point.
it's not really, I wouldn't say it's like creative. It's he's like, you think I can count to 100,000? Watch, you know? Like, you think I can eat these 10
Do you remember when we ate
chilenos?
the McDonald's burgers on PTFO?
Oh, dude, that was so brutal.
Didn't I bail out on that?
I put mine
what-
in the oven for like 3 hours, and they were all like hard
Crunchy?
and shit.
What
Yeah.
kind of burger was it?
What was the challenge, anyways? How many were we supposed to eat?
I don't even know. It was.
I think I
gross.
bailed out on that.
I think I got through 4 and I was done.
Yeah, it was absolutely horrible. Well, 2 years ago, I was in that whole mindset of YouTube police. Why would somebody do this? And then I just came to the conclusion or the epiphany, whatever it's called, that I don't give a shit what other people do. I really don't.
What does
Oh,
it
you mean
matter? Just
your
focus on
dopamine
yourself.
hit you? Your dope.
Yeah, my
your
dopamine hit me, and I was like, all I care about is what I'm doing and what my viewers think about what I'm doing. I'm going to quit worrying about what all of these other creators do, because honestly, I can't control that. I mean, I have no say in what anybody else does except for my little bubble, my little area on the internet, so I don't care. And whenever I actually shed all that shit off, that's when I actually started having fun. I mean, over the last years when I've actually started having fun with my channel and the stuff that I'm doing, because I'm not worried or focused on whether or not this guy needs to be judged as a dumbass because he counted a 100,000 or he's a genius or whatever. So
Yeah, it's more like it's more like your competitive side. Like, fuck, I want, I want to get that many views, like I want that many followers. Like,
Yeah.
that's how I always.
well, how many people do you think thought, "Damn, I wish I would have thought of that" after he put it up and it went viral?
But now they're gonna start springing up. Somebody's gonna count to 1 million.
He tried to.
That's it.
That was his initial thing, but YouTube won't process a video over
It's gonna
24
take
hours.
him all a week.
Oh, dude,
He was going to count to 1 million, but
Part
YouTube
one.
won't process it.
Dude, that's
What if your fucking video failed out at like, like 85,000?
Crashed, and then it was
Yeah.
you couldn't save any of the files.
no one
You'd have to,
believes
like,
you.
Tell people.
Dude, that would be hell to sit there for one day counting. I mean, I don't think
I
people
don't-
realize the mental. That would
sounds
just
like torture to me.
Suck.
Dude, take counting out of it and imagine just sitting in your chair for 24 hours straight. Like I couldn't do it.
Colby,
hell no.
we're closing in on the hour mark. Don't you have some kind of surprise?
Oh yeah, secret
Hold on.
surprise.
You
Hold
guys
us
don't know
in all
Colby
week.
that well. Hold on, you guys don't know Colby that well. Like, he most likely this isn't going to be that cool. He
No.
likes to amp things up to the max.
Okay.
Like,
all right, well,
can I
we
tell him
pretend.
this story real quick?
Which one?
About the Chinese food?
That was a good.
No.
Yeah, you
Tell us.
you could
us.
tell him.
So we were playing golf a bunch, and it was me, Colby, and our other buddy Jared, and we were all super hungry after a round of golf. I mean, I'm not gonna say it was terrible food. We're all super hungry after a round of golf. He's like, I know the fucking best place ever. You guys are gonna fucking love it. I know you guys are gonna love this shit. And so we're like, okay, man, we'll believe you. You know, we'll just roll with that. We're starving. So first we pull up to the Chinese
Asian
mall,
market.
the Asian
Yeah.
market. And I'm like, where the fuck is this going? Okay, I'll still roll with my guy. He's my homie. We work together. I'm still going to roll with his amazingness. So we go to this Chinese place, and they go to hand us the menus, and Colby's like, no, they don't even need the menus. I'm going to order for them. And I'm like, whoa, dude.
Well, I know
Like,
Kyle likes calamari, so I was gonna get him the calamari and the fried chicken.
Well, yeah, and so I'm like, no. I gotta order. I gotta look at the menu. You gotta tell me what you're ordering, because I'm fucking starving right now. If you order something I don't like it's kind of. And the food wasn't bad. So he ordered. It was deep fried wings, and then
Yeah.
it was calamari, and the calamari kind of saved it because the wings were good. But they were just I felt like I was taking shots of grease for every wing.
How
There
good
are
wings going to be at a Chinese buffet? type
They
of-
are award-winning wings.
Okay.
Seattle's best Chinese.
And
wings.
I did burn my mouth like crazy when I took the first bite, so that might have hindered it. But it was good, but I just felt like I didn't even eat that much, but I felt like a piece of shit. It
Oh,
felt
yeah.
like the oil was just in my face.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so expectations here are super low now, Colby.
Yeah.
You've been
Oh,
since
dude,
the last
no.
episode. You've been texting me and I've got this surprise for you guys.
He's worried
No,
now.
I'm
I
really
need
worried
live
now because
reactions.
it's not
gonna be
cool.
great.
Yeah.
It's not that it's that cool of a topic. I just wanted your guys' instant live
You
reaction.
realize you've been set up to fail now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
it's, I don't care because
All
I
right,
still
go with it. Go
I
with
still have a great story. It's a 2-part question.
Okay.
And the first part is, I mean, the topic is simple. It's just spoilers. And the thing is like, what is the worst, like, pissed off moment in your entire life when something on TV or a movie or something was spoiled for you? Because I remember when I watched Sons of Anarchy.
Talking about being
Fucking
excited.
boring shit.
No, the next part of the story
Okay, hold on. There's
is
a
the
cliffhanger.
next part 2 is social media, and not like just spoiling it, but like for life. So like if you follow a bunch of porn stars on Twitter and stuff, like this guy had this theory. He was like, my life is a constant spoiler now because I follow like all these porn stars, and they'll shoot like Snapchats behind the scenes, this and that. And he's like, I can't watch porn anymore because everything that is happening, like I used to not believe it as now, but now I like see these people living real lives. So anyway, what I'm saying is social media spoilers and porn ruin this guy's life. So I was going to ask you guys, do you think spoilers can ruin your life? And what's the worst time you've ever been spoiled? It's a good ass question.
It's
What I tell you guys.
I
I don't know.
Totally,
Jimmy likes to spoil The Walking Dead.
absolutely.
See?
I,
But that show is
I-
fucking
here, look,
awful, so nobody cares anyways.
I'm passionate about the series. I love the series. Watched it
It's
since
awful,
day
dude. I
one.
don't know what you're talking about.
But
It's terrible.
but it got to a point on my Twitter where it was more of trolling because so many people would get so pissed off and butthurt when I was tweeting out to where it got to a point where it was just like juicing me to want to do it. So now it's kind of I just do it to be an asshole while I'm supporting and enjoying the show. I've never really told anybody
Yeah,
that.
because
It's
you
kind
get
of a
it. You
dickhead
probably
move, but-
get it before most people.
Yeah, you probably
right?
get it 3 hours before us, huh?
Yeah.
That show
Yeah, I
is
got
so
to-
boring.
Okay, so
It's
to
almost
answer
as
your
boring as this
question for me, I mean, yeah, it's 2017. Everything is searchable. Everything is findable. Secrets aren't really out there anymore. So I guess life is a spoiler to a degree. But you also, you're your own person. You can determine what you click on and what you don't. I mean, if you want to look out for it, look out for it. But
That's why you figure out when it airs East Coast, and then you
Yeah.
fucking
Turn
put
your
your
shit
shit
off.
down.
But
Like,
I mean, the guy
got
that says
Star
he's
Wars
spoiled off of porn, or he can't enjoy porn anymore because he's seen the bloopers and the back cuts of porn actresses.
Who's
a-
out
he's
there
way
like
too
waiting
into
for the
porn.
new? Who's out there like waiting for new releases from this?
Dude, he must have like a VIP Brazzers account and everything. I don't
But
know.
who gets mad about like the plot being spoiled in a porno? Fuck! He wasn't actually the pizza guy.
Oh God! I didn't know if he was gonna ring the doorbell or knock on it instead.
I watch it for the money shot, man. Like, do the money shots get spoiled?
Does anybody ever watch the full episode of a porn? You fast forward that shit.
Yeah, no. You get to the end where she just
You get to
gets
the parts
some
where
hot
you want to.
nut
You
on
get to
her.
the parts you like the best.
Well, maybe he follows the girl, and then the girl posts the picture of the end, so he knows like, damn, that's how it's gonna end. And then that comes on his Brazzers account, and he's like, fuck, it's ruined. I don't know. I didn't say I'm the
didn't get his
porn
money's
guy.
worth. Did you guys
This is not a-
know that the PS4 was the top console for porn searches in 2016?
Really?
Yeah.
I knew all those guys were fags.
Well, the top
Maybe when she
rated
used it,
the top rated video game characters, of course, Lara Croft, Overwatch, and Pikachu. Pikachu was up there. A lot of people searched for
That's
Pikachu.
fucking
What?
weird, man.
What?
Yeah.
Fuck is searching for
Dude.
Pikachu porn? I've seen some weird fucked up fetishes. That one's just weird.
There was that one the Pokemon Go porn.
Yeah, there was a
but
Pokemon
then
Go
it was
porn.
fucking weird. We had to look at it for work purposes. But
We had to look at Overwatch.
That's a good
For-
question. What's the
research.
strangest porn you've ever seen?
oh, there's a lot of weird ones. Wasn't there like a Ninja Turtle one?
Yeah.
Or what's the weirdest fetish you've ever heard of?
Probably
Co-
peon.
Coffee enemas.
What? That's a thing?
The fuck
Yeah.
is that?
Yeah.
I'm
Coffee
guessing
enemas.
it's coffee in your ass.
Yeah, it's where you blast coffee up your butthole to clean it out.
Oh,
What?
man.
It's a fetish or just?
Well, I don't know if it's a fetish
thing?
or a habit or what.
Where did you even come across this?
Hey, we
Do
used
you
to
participate in these actions, Jimmy?
No.
we used to take empty shampoo
No,
bottles. in the
it's a
shop-
coffee suppository. It's a coffee suppository.
We used to take empty shampoo bottles in the shower, me and my friends, and we'd shoot air in our butt, and we could just fart as much as we wanted.
I remember
are
wasn't there a porn where like she was called Bubbles, or was that a movie where it was a hooker named Bubbles and she could like not fart, but the other thing out bubbles or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
We're going down a path. I think we're done.
We went off the rails here at the end.
Yeah. I think.
Sorry for putting us off the rails with my totally hyped up dumb story, you faggot. Oh, you jerks.
Look, it was a good deep thought, but for you to text us 2 days in advance and say you guys aren't gonna fucking believe what I'm gonna throw at you.
Well, I have more. I have more in my notes. I didn't pull them all out.
We're good.
You know what? I'm gonna start pre-screening my topics to you guys then, so you don't.
Well, that's what Birds told you to do. He said, "Tell us what it is." You're like, "No."
I wanted.
That's what I'm living with, man.
I expected
You had to
guys
make
to
it
have
some
a
big
story.
secret. We took it off the rails.
That's
Yeah.
why. That's why
happen.
at the Chinese place, I'm like, man, you're not taking my fucking menu. Like, let me look at the menu. You know.
Hey, you know what though?
But the thing is, he's just
tried
a
to run
positive
your
guy.
life
He's
at
just
that
a
moment.
positive guy, man. You can't knock that.
And I'm not false positive. I literally am positive all the time.
No, I would totally agree. Just from what I know of you, that you're that balance, that happy balance between you're not force positive, you're positive dude. That's good. You want people like that around you. You do, because I mean, Kyle hates everything. So you need to be the yin to his yang.
Yeah, we basically are 69. You know, the 69.
Yeah.
Did
you're
you
the
ever see me
69
driving
brothers.
today?
Yeah, I flashed my lights at you.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I just said that we were 69 friends, and you just rather talk about me flashing my lights at you. Didn't you?
All right,
Okay.
guys, we're gonna call this episode 2. Have no clue how I'm gonna title this one. We'll have to go back and look at it. But
Aliens,
once again,
hookers.
what do we
Colby's
call
worst
it?
topic ever.
Aliens, hookers. Well, yeah. Make sure you get some good keywords in for like the hot topic. You know, like the back page
sure.
stuff and
Absolutely.
stuff like that. Get those search results.
69 brothers, aliens, hooker. Did we talk about blow? We talked about DMT, whatever that was.
Just say hardcore drugs. That could be it. Hey, while we're still here, I'm going to check if we went up on the podcast ranks.
So just make sure everybody that's listening, make sure you go and hit the iTunes link and go give us a review. Even if you don't really watch it on there, go give us a review if you're enjoying it, because that's really, I
Hit it
mean,
with that 5-star rating.
Yeah.
I mean, realistic. If we're gonna sit and be
Son
realistic
of a
and not
bitch.
false positive, I mean, at one point, you know, we really like doing this. We had a lot of fun doing it before, but we really need like good reviews and things like that to like keep it alive this time. You know, it's kind of. It takes, you know, we're doing a few shows a week, yada yada. So the reviews keep things going and keeps the money in the bank.
Way
That's
to
what
put
I'm
all the
getting at.
pressure on the viewer, man.
All right.
Hey, man.
Jeez.
Hey, we just gave him an hour worth of our life.
Yeah, we gave him an hour of knowledge about back page hookers, and I don't even know. I can't remember.
The moral of the story is don't trust a hooker.
I don't even remember what Colby fucking said. What was your hot topic?
I don't even remember anymore.
Okay.
Something about the morality of spoilers in life. I don't even know. All right, guys, we're gonna call it. This, like I said, if you do subscribe on iTunes, you should get the episode a little bit early every Wednesday and Sunday, and it'll go up on YouTube. And we're pretty close to being verified on Spotify, Google Play, iHeartRadio. We'll be on all those platforms. But like Kyle said, the big one, our focus is iTunes. We really want to get up there in the podcast world on the iTunes. So thank you for all the positive
We're coming
feedback.
for you, Joe Rogan. We're coming for you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you for all the positive feedback on the first episode. All of us are reading them, whether it's comments on YouTube, reviews on iTunes. If you're hitting us up on the PTFO Twitter, we are watching all of it because we are going to interact with you guys, even though it's not a live show. So from me and I guess the guys too, we want to say thank you. We're excited. I know I am.
It's fun. We had a lot better flow this time. I think it was kind of awkward last time. You know, we hadn't really talked for a while, but now we're flowing.
Yeah, we were still just
flowing.
measuring each other's dicks last week. Now we're all
So would you say that PTFO is full flow now?
Yeah, we're
Full flow.
all guns are cocked.
Like I say, dude, dopamine is dope.
Now we're just talking nonsense. Now we're
All
just
right,
talking nonsense.
end the show. Press
it's over.
end.
We'll see you on Sunday. Goodbye.
Love you.
Bye.
Mean it.
Bye.